The last time that we were talking about um, the stages. So we said there is a working directory. So let me say WD is a working directory. When you are done, you temporarily save them without any message in the staging area. This is the staging area. Then you now put it with a message on local repository. And the local repository will now be the one to communicate with the cloud. Basically, the GitHub, the internet, the GitHub, right? So this one is the remote side of it, right? So where the origin is here. Okay, so we have the working directory, the stage, and the local. This is what we do locally, right? So we need to understand something else. So let's assume you are working on a particular file here, or you work on a particular product, and it is on this lane like this. But you want to see, you have different things to try, right? So you want to see that, okay, what if see that I'm working on this particular channel. So let's consider this flow from here to here, one channel, and that channel we are going to call it the main channel. So we are going to call it like the main channel, our main channel, right? So we are working here, go to the stage, it goes to the working directory. But whatever files we are having here, we want to make a duplicate, right? We want to make a duplicate, right? So that we have another, we want to try another thing. Maybe you are working on a product and something. This one version, right? But then you want to go, and then this is another stage. You want to copy the same file, right? You want to copy the same file, but then here you create another channel where you work through, right? This is another channel. We call it my channel one, channel one, right? So you are working here now, but then you just make a copy of what you have here. You keep it inside this second channel, and you work here. So when you work here, it's whatever is going to be in the first channel here is going to be there. It's not going to change, it's going to be there. But you move to this channel, right? Then you start working on this channel to isolate whatever changes, whatever new changes you are doing from this previous channel, so that from this main channel, so that if there is anything that you are testing, any new thing that you are changing and this thing, you try it on this lane, you try it on this lane, on this channel. When it is ready, then you can decide to later put it, connect it to this main channel, and maybe delete this one or keep it. So it's just like you are working on this channel, right? This is the main channel, right? But then you got to a point where maybe you want to separate and make another copy of the same flow. But then on that, you want to make sure that you don't touch the previous one, but you want to set something new. You want to set something new. So this is the typical flow that happens, right? Each channel that I'm talking about is what we call branches. So the name is actually called branches, right? By default, there is always a main branch or a master branch. This is a main channel, right? Currently, when we set everything up, we were doing that flow in the previous session. We were definitely actually working on our main channel, right? So on the main channel, this is what happens. But you need to be able to create another channel on our own or another branch. So I'll start using the same branch now, right? You create another branch now, and on that branch you have a copy of what you have. So you have to actually create a branch from an existing branch. So this is the main branch. That one always exists. Then you create a branch from it, meaning that you are making a copy out of it to isolate that particular channel. So that channel will be there. Whatever change you will do, it will be recorded in this channel, but it will not be here yet. It's when you yourself you are done and you see everything is sorted here, then you decide to merge it to this one, right? Even this one that you have, this channel one that is created, you can create another channel from here, right? You can create another channel from here. This is channel two from one, So you are creating it from one. But for this main channel, you can create another channel from it directly. Let's say channel three from main, right? You see, so if you have a branch, you can create as many other sub branches from them, as many as you want, right? But then depends on what you want to do. So let's say on this one, there are three features that you are working on, right? On the main branch, you keep it. You work on feature one here, you work on feature one here, but then you want to isolate. So the feature one is fully working. It is fully working. So you don't want to go and then start working on the feature two on it automatically. So you create another channel or another branch, right? And then that branch will make a copy of this one, so that you now try solving the channel, adding the feature 2 on this channel, right? You add the feature 2 here. Here you'll be working on it, and this is when you are sure that the channel feature 2 is all also compatible and fully working, then you now go and match it on channel 1. But this particular feature, channel 1 will not be touched until something else is ready. That's how we separate concerns, right? We make sure that each branch is solving a particular problem, is working on a particular feature, right? So we are going to experiment that to actually solidify the concept. But I just know that what we are, there's always a main branch or a main channel. We make a copy of it by creating a new branch, and then be working on something else. When that thing is fully ready, then we can decide to merge it. This is the local flow, the local repository, and your local machine flow. The same thing happens on GitHub. But then today we are going to experiment that with just using the local stuff to see how things are done. The next time we'll go to the remote and also focus on that. Now let's go and learn the command. Okay. So as usual, I'm going to the work that we have. What's the name? Git learn, right? So I think it's test. I usually lose this file. Where are you? Where are you? uh no, no. It's here. So I'll open it, right click, go to code here, like open Git bash here, and I do code code dot enter. So it will open a VS code here for me at this particular place for me, right? So it's now opening. um all right, so this is what we had last time. Let's see. So currently the status of every file is here. It's as if I have a release issue. Let me see. Some extension is broken, some extension are disabled due to version compatibility review and update. I'll come to this my VS code issue later. But then thank you for the prompt. Thanks for the prompts. And then new release and incompatibility issue, we'll solve them later. But right now we have this, right? Part 1, part 2, part 3. This is what we added last time. So this is what we want to keep here, right? So we have hello world. So I'm going to do I am inside the second file. So I was adding new products, right? I was adding new products. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to add um so this one, let's see which branch it is on now, right now, all these things, right? Let me see. Control. You see right now at the end of every this line, we have something called the main, right? It is telling me the main, that I am on the main branch. Currently, the channel in which I am on my local repository is on the main branch. Let me check the status, git status. Everything is fine, nothing to commit, working tree clean, everything is fine. We haven't made any new change, there's nothing to capture, so everything is safe now. And then your branch is up to date with the origin one, so we also seen that. Okay, let me clear. Now let's check the branches. What branch we have, how many branches we have. So you do git branch. Remember, when you want to enter anything git, you have to git branch. And you see we are only on the main. The main is green right now, right? The main is green right now because that's the only thing that we have right now. And then let's create another branch. Git branch, um new, let me see, my branch. Let me call it my branch. So now let me do git branch. So now you see there are two branches now, right? So git branch alone will list the branches that you have currently. But if you do git branch, git, then branch, and the name of the branch followed by the name of the branch. Remember, this is not in quotation mark. If you are doing messages, we are sending a message in commit, we do quotation mark, then write the name. But this one, we are creating a branch, and the name of the branch needs to follow. But if you stop at just git branch, we are going to see the list of all the branches that you have, basically. But if you are creating a branch, you need to create another space and add the name of the branch you are creating. After I created it, you see now I do git branch because whenever I just stop at git branch, I just want to see the list. and the list I have is the one I created. I added Git branch, main, and my Git branch, right? So the main is green and it has a star, meaning that that's the branch on which I am. I have two branches now. Let's create another one. Git branch, second branch, right? Let me call it second branch. Yes. So let me git branch to see the list of all the branches I have. I have three. Let me clear this. Git branch. So you see, I have three branches: main, my branch, and then second branch. Where are they all coming from? Which copy is this one having? This one is going to have a copy from the main. You're going to have a copy of the same main file, right? And then this one is going to have a copy from this main file. Why? Because when I was creating the branch, I was here before I entered that command, git branch and the name of the branch. I was on the main branch before I copied it. So if you're on that branch and you create a branch from that branch, it is going to have a copy from that particular branch. Okay, so each branch has their own staging area, local repository and everything, right? Each branch has something because they are all separate channel, but then you need to be on a particular branch to be able to create a new one. If the one that you are on, if you are on that one before creating, what will happen is that you're going to make a copy from that particular branch. Okay, so how do we change between branches? I want to move from the main branch to a different branch now. Okay, so I'm going to move to my branch. I'm going to move to the branch name, my branch. Okay, so let's call it the command that we definitely git will start git checkout. We do checkout. We are moving to that branch. We are checking out from the current branch. And we are going to check out on another branch. So it's like you wake up, you are going to check out on someone. So and we are going to check out on someone. So let's see check out. It doesn't mean it's check out. Okay, but like whatever. But then yeah, you understand what I mean. So we are going to the other another branch. So git check out my branch, right? So I'm going to another branch. So let me enter that. So you see what happened? Switch to branch, my branch, and then here right now the leading one is now my branch. Okay. So now if I go open a VS Code, the change would reflect the branch we are on right now. The branch that we are on right now is the Git branch. You cannot see the difference here because we've switched, right? We have switched in here. When we switch, we are going to the my branch, but my branch comes with a copy from the main branch, so everything here is the same as the one we have there. To see the difference, I'll be making a change here right now. So let me do the change in test.py, right? So I'm going to add a new branch, print a new thing, print I am inside the test file on the my branch channel. Let me call it like that. So this you see that I've modified it, right? So now let me go and do git status. I'm still in my git branch. I remember you have to have the mental picture of what we are meaning, right? So now git status. See, this one is saying this, right? It's saying this. So now before I do anything, take note of this. Take note of this. This is what we have. This title is modified and this thing is here, right? So now look at this. We are going to go to the main branch. We are going back to the main branch. Git checkout. Remember, checkout main. So now we are going to switch to branch main. Modify your branch is up to date with origin and all that. So now let's go inside the main branch. Yes. So what happened is that the contents that we have. So you see that something has been modified in the test.py, right? So it's saying that use git add changes not stage for commit and all that, right? So what happened is that we I needed to find out the status of the working directory. Our working directory is similar, is the same. That's the working directory. Nothing has been something has been modified, right? This guy has been modified, but then I need to go back. It's still in the working directory, and working directory is for all the branches, right? So what happened is that I'm going to put it in. I'm going back to git checkout branch, a branch, git checkout branch. no, git check out my branch, right? So here is saying my modify is modified. So I'm back here, right? So I need to first git add. I'm adding to git status. So it's modified. Let's go to git checkout main and see what it's telling us. That we have this. Let me check this status modified. Something that has not been unstaged. So we are still on the file thing. So this just tells us that um I'm going to let me go to, let's go back to git branch for us to quickly git branch, which branch are we on the main git checkout my branch, git status is still in the staging area. Let me commit it. Git commit m file modify in branch 2, right? So git status nothing to commit, working directory clean. Now we are going to main branch now. Git branch main. Oh, git branch main. Me, I'm creating a branch. Git checkout. Sorry, checkout main. So now we are here now. So let's go to the folder. Yes. So maybe I need to redo it so that you understand the flow. What happens right now is that I mean I didn't clarify that from the beginning. So what happened is that when this is the local repository, right? When this is the local repository, if you make a change to any, this is the working directory, this is the staging directory, right? Once a file, when you are on this branch and you work between this and this, right, it will be captured by all of them. But if you push it to the local repository of this particular channel, to the local repository of this channel, every channel will keep their own changes. But if they are still at this stage, every other branch from the main to the children channel, all of them will be watching it. All of them will be watching it, right? All of them will be keeping it until you decide to give it to that particular branch local repository. So you are on that branch before you push it to the other to commit it. If you're on that particular branch before committing it, then it will go to that branch and the rest cannot be able to capture it. That's what happened. That you see now, um I think I need to redo that to help you understand what really happened. So right now we are on the main branch, right? We are on the main branch. Let me make this one small so that I'll make the change inside, then you will be able to capture it well, right? So so I'm going back to git check out my branch. See, you see this line has come because this is inside, this change was made inside the um my branch, and this change was made and pushed and committed when we were on the my branch, but the other ones couldn't get that. So git branch, which branch am I on right now? I am on the green branch. I'm on my branch. So I'm going to second branch now. Git checkout second branch. So we are now on second branch. And second branch, remember, it was also copied from the main branch. So we had the same thing. Right. Let's make a change here. Print um change made on second branch. Right. This is the change made on second branch, right? So now let's open the repo. Right. We haven't committed anything, right? So we are going to git checkout my branch. So you see, he's saying that please commit your change or start them before you switch branches. So yes, so when you are able to make a change, it's safer to commit it. So if you are working on this thing, right, make sure you move from You move it because it's going to get confused, right? Move it from here working directory to stage and to commit before you can be able to switch between branches, right? So as to be able to be safer, or you stash it. We'll talk about stashing later, but right now, when you are in a particular channel, make sure that you move things from the working to the staging area, because you say that staging area is just a temporary storage, right? Okay, so now on this particular branch, let's git add. So I've added it. So I've added it, right? Let's try to git checkout. Git checkout my branch. So yeah, please commit your changes or stash it. So we haven't committed it. We just stage it. We didn't commit it. Git push git commit. We are coming to commit it now. Second branch change commit. So it has been committed right now. So now I'm going to git checkout back to my branch. So it has been done. So now you see inside my branch, this thing has come, right? When I go to git checkout main, you see we have this and this modified. But then if you go to git checkout my second branch, so this is the second branch. So these are various channels that you have many changes. So right, you see the main channel was not touched, but then we were able to create a new channel, work on it, make the flow from the flow from um, the working directory to the staging area, and then before we get to the commit, right? You should be able to commit before you move to a new branch. If you don't commit, you stash it, but we'll talk about stashing later, right? But right now we know that we need to commit on every line, so that to minimize any conflicts and a lot of things together. But even Git Scrum will be able to control that. That's like how it did it for us. Okay, so the thing is, you create a new branch to make a particular change, and then you'll be able to commit it, right? So that's how things are done basically, and these are all done locally on the machine, right? So let me go through one more time, right? So but with this one more time, I'm going to create the branch from my branch. I'm going to create it. So I'm going to git check out my branch, right? So I'm on my branch now, and this is the message I have inside. Now I'm going to create a branch from here. Git branch. Um, what's the flow? We are going to call it. Um, oh, mm, let's say branch 5. Let's call it another. So the branch is called another, right? So I'm going to enter, right? Git branch another. So we created a branch. Now we need to move to that branch. So git checkout another. So we switch to the branch another, and then right now inside here is the another thing that we have. We have the content, we have the things there, but then we cannot see it because we cannot see it unless we make a change here. So let's make a change here. So what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to delete this one. Should I delete this one or keep it? From on the sec chart branch, from the my branch, right? So I am inside the test file on the child branch from my branch, because we were on the my branch before we created this particular current branch. Okay, and the current branch is going to be accessed by doing git branch. Then you see that okay, you are on the another branch, another. That's the name of the branch. Right? We are not on main, we are not on my branch, we are not on this thing. But you know that this my branch is the mother branch for this branch, because we were on this branch before we created this one, right? And I just made a change to this one. So if you make a change in that particular branch, make sure you move it from staging area to the commit. Make sure you commit it. So git status first. Status here is modified. So git add, I'm adding all. Git um, commit changes added, changes made in a child branch, basically. So I'm going to add that. So git status. So this branch is clean, right? So I'm going to move git check out my branch. So now you will be able to, you should be able to see. So I am inside the test file on the my branch channel. So we are not on the my branch channel. Let me go back to the chat branch. You say git check out another, right? That was the name of the branch. You see that it has changed. I am inside the test file on the chat branch from the my branch, basically. So that's how the flow is going, right? So from a channel, from a particular branch, you can create a sub branch. So that's how you work with branches. And whenever you make a change in a particular branch, make sure you commit it before you start doing checkout and check in, check out to other branches, so that there won't be any conflict in the working directory. Because if you go to the other side, there will be high chance that you also be making changes, and they are all managing the same working directory, the same staging area, but then their local repository might be the same. Right now, they look like they are different, but then it's just that one local repository that is keeping various branch commits. But then we'll go into that, those different separate. But right now, I'm just trying to help you with the mental picture that I think I need to correct this mental picture for you now, based on the experience that we had right now, right? So the mental picture is that when you create a branch, right? Let me just update this thing for you. Um, the mental picture is that um, so the mental picture is that the working directory, the working directory, and the staging area are going to be managed by all branch. But then every branch is as if they all have their own local repository. They own their own local repository. It's as if they have their own logical local repository. Right? But all branches, any branch is going to be using this one. And then if it's main branch, this one goes to the main branch, this one goes to this branch, this one goes to this local repository. So it's as if you create a new branch, they have their own local repository at the end. But the working directory and the staging area are the same. So what do we do when you are on a particular brand? Make sure that if you have any work that is pending here, make sure you push it to the stage and you push it to the that particular local repository first before you move to another branch. Because another branch will use its own local repository, another branch will use its own local repository, but they all manage the same working directory and the staging area. So make sure that when you are in a particular brand, you make a change, make sure you push them to you commit them. After you commit them, before you now check out. So make sure you commit before you check out to other branches, basically. So that's the flow, that's the mental picture. And then all these things will communicate with GitHub, the network later. Now later we'll see how, if you make a change here, how do I merge it into the main? Remember, there is always a main branch. There is always a main branch. So we'll look at how to commit, put them together. Okay. Now, before we close this thing, before we close chapter on this, we need to understand something as well. That let me clear the terminal small. So I've cleared it. So now right now we are on the another branch, right? I'm going back to the main git main um um git checkout. I'm going to git checkout main, right? So let me git branch. So these are all the branches, and right now I'm on the main branch. So what happened is I want to delete all those branches. I want to delete the another branch, then my branch, and the second branch. So to delete a branch, you know, git branch dash small d and the name of the branch. I'm calling it another. So I'm entering the command, right? So they say that it is not fully merged. If you are sure you want to delete it, do capital D. But then let's start small. So I'm doing so then the next thing I'll be looking at is merge, right? Merging. That's be able to move, connect one local repository to the main branch. We remember we see that we keep back to the main, right? But then this one is telling you that There was work that you, the branch that you want to delete. There was some work that you have pushed to each local repository. Will you, do you still want to delete it, or you want to merge it to the main branch? Because everything at the end of the day, everything should come back to main, the main branch, because that's the boss of everybody, right? Everything should come back to main at the end of the day. But here we want to delete it. Do we still want to delete it? Do we still want to do something? Do we want to keep it or not? If you want to delete, first delete it. Say git branch capital D and another, right? Then it's deleted. So git status, no, git branch, right now it's deleted, right? Let me do git branch, my branch, right? Oh, git branch is to create git branch negative small d my branch. So I'm trying to delete that branch. It's also going to give you the same warning because we didn't do any merging, right? But we want to delete the branch. So are we sure to do that? I'll do git branch negative capital D now, my branch, right? See, it's deleted. So let's check git branch to see, check all the branches there. Yeah, so in it's left with second branch, right? Let's go to the same procedure. Git branch um negative small d. You can go capital D straight, right? But then let's see, you have to do git branch capital capital D dash capital D uppercase D. Then you go to the name of the second branch, and then it has been deleted. So git branch now to see all the branch that we have. So everything is back. We are finally back. Now you have to notice two things. You cannot be on that branch, right, to delete it. You see that I moved to the main and I was deleting those children branches, right? So if you want to delete the main branch, you cannot be on it. You cannot be on it. You need to check out and be outside. It's like a bridge. You want to destroy a bridge, you cannot be on the bridge before destroying it. You need to go and be a safer place, right, before breaking it. Or it's even like a tree branch. You are cutting a tree branch, right? You cannot be on the branch that you are cutting. If you know, you fall down, right? So you rather move to a safer branch, right, that you are not deleting, right? Typically a higher branch or a mother branch, then you delete the children one. That's how the flow is, right? So that's the mental picture. So now I want to show you a quicker way of deleting, creating branches, right? So to create a branch, we usually do git branch, then we write the name first, right? Then when we are done, we do git checkout and that name. Then we go to that branch. But then in one line, you can do that and move to that new branch automatically. Git checkout, right? But then you do dash small b, right? So git checkout. Let's do um, another branch. Let's call it another again, because remember another is not there. Let me call it another one. New branch. Let me call it new branch. Git checkout new branch. It will tell you that any file unknown to git, so meaning that that branch doesn't even exist. The branch doesn't exist, right? But you want to check out, you want to go to that branch, it doesn't exist, right? So now we need to, if the branch doesn't exist, you want to make a copy and move to it automatically right now, like immediately. You do git checkout, then you do capital small b, right? Small b for branch, then you name it new branch. Then I click on it. Then yeah, git, oh, I made a mistake. It's git check out the c small b. So we call it new. Yeah, so this is the we switch to the new branch. You can see that right now we are on this particular new branch now, right? Yeah, so that's how to create a new branch in one line and move to it immediately. But sometimes you want to just create a branch, right? Create the branch first. So you do git branch and the name of the branch. But then if you want to move straight, you do git checkout as if you are moving, then dash b, then you write the name of the branch, right? That's how to do and straightly move. So yeah, that's how to work with branches. That's the concept of branches.